Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the WTV Live Network. We have an interesting one coming to you guys today. Westside here in Omaha, Nebraska, taking on Lee's Summit West from just a little bit outside Kansas City in Lee's Summit, Kansas. Hunter, we know Westside's pretty good. Lee's Summit is coming off a pretty rough season, but they're trying to bounce it back.
Yeah, the Lee's Summit West has done a really good job on the bounce back. They've come into the game at 11-5. This is their second game in Omaha. They played Bellevue West just yesterday. They lost that game by 13 points, only scored 32 in that game. But Westside also coming off a very bad loss. They didn't score many points either.
Yeah, Lee's Summit, kind of an unknown to us up here in Omaha. Never played them up here, none of that. We don't have stats on them because their Max Preps profile was updated. We couldn't find any stats. But we are prepared to give you guys a good broadcast tonight. But let's talk about Westside a little bit because that's what we do know, Hunter. Westside is a pretty good team. Right now they're hanging right around that A6-ish range in the wild card points in terms of that for the state tournament coming up here in March. Right now they're as a host team, but we all know how fast that can change. Westside's been up and down this season. They started off rough, came back a little bit in that Marion stretch just a few weeks ago. And now they've seemed to get it back going again.
Yeah, their season's kind of been a bit of up and downs. They've had three-game losing streak. They've had four-game winning streaks. But they're probably coming off their most tough loss of the season so far against Millard South. They only scored 32 points. That was a season low. But if there's a team that can bounce back, especially offensively, can be Westside. They had a tough loss, only scored 45 points against Millard North, but bounced back really well and scored 63 in a win over Papio. I'd be interested to see how they can bounce back again, if they can.
Yeah, we can't compare the wins between Bellevue West because Westside hasn't played Bellevue West this season. So that's kind of an unknown route if you're trying to think of going that way to compare the two teams. But Westside kind of has that three-headed scoring system, Hunter. You have Kimura Jenkins, Hamaya Joe Matoyer, and Sinai Foster down low.
Yeah, it's been kind of those three that have been able to score. Matoyer and Jenkins mainly from the three-point line. The freshman and the senior, they have been meshing really well together, both three-point scoring threats. And down low, it's Sinai Foster. 6'2", she's basically the only big right now, but I've gotten word that Elise Peterson will be back against Omaha South next Tuesday, February 4th.
Yeah, that's going to be a big, big thing to get back.
That'll be really huge, but all three of them average nearly, both Matoyer and Kimura Jenkins average over 10 points in double digits, and Sinai Foster just under that with 9.
Yeah, and then they kind of got those X factors that can go either way, whether that X factor, we've talked a lot about Guerin K, but I think you could even throw Kat Gahn in there a little bit as well as two X factors that can make or break a game for the Warriors.
Yeah, the Blair transfer K, I think if she does well, the rest of the team does well. She's fourth on the team in points. She only averages 6.5, but when she can get going, she can get really hot. I think she has about 4 double-doubles on the season. In her most recent couple games ago, she was our player of the game against Papillion. She had a double-double along with 7 steals. But also Kat Gahan, she's not really much of a scoring threat, but she can distribute the ball efficiently.
Yeah, she's a two-sport athlete, volleyball and basketball, committed to St. Mary's here in Omaha, Nebraska. But the thing that points out to me every time we talk about it, especially with Kat Gahn and Guerin K, respectively, their defense for this Westside team is really good. But that's not to say Lee's Summit defense isn't good because they're holding teams to below 50 points a game.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good for any sport, any basketball team ever. But they've done a good job. I've watched some of their film. I believe they play mainly zone, but it depends on how they will come against Westside. Apparently.
Yeah, and Westside, they like to shoot the three. Whether or not they make it consistently is a different story. Sometimes they're hot, sometimes they're cold, but the three-pointer's big, and I imagine it's going to be big again tonight.
Yeah, Westside lives and dies by the three. No matter if they shoot 17 for 17. They made 17 threes in their first game against Bellevue East, and their big win over that. But they can also shoot really cold. Against Millard North, they were shooting less than 20%, but they will live and die by the three no matter if they're shooting red hot or ice cold.
Yeah, Lee's Summit is a pretty good team based on what we can make it off of. Like we mentioned before, they're coming off a really, really rough season last year, only 4 wins. But they had some injuries. They had an ACL tear to one of their starters, and those kind of things that just can kind of mess up the chemistry, that's your big loss. So we'll kind of see. Got a couple of good seniors coming back this season. Alex Keister tore her ACL last season. She's coming back. That's the big gain for Lee Summit this season. And a couple of other girls, the sisters on this team. We got Alexis Mayo, known as Lexi, and then Laura Mayo as well, who will be in the starting lineup. So kind of a couple names to listen out and look for out tonight.
Yeah, it's just going to be who can score for Lee Summit today. Starting five, Avery White, Laura Mayo, Alex Keister, Soleil Kemp, and Sinai Jones. But overall, it's just going to be distributing the ball evenly. Westside can play good, and they are major ball hawks. So you got to make the right reads and make sure you pass it to the right players.
Yeah, we're going to step away just for a minute, and then we'll have starting lineups when we come back to you here on the WTV Live Network. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the WTV Live Network. I'm Zach Kastrick. I'm alongside Hunter Veylupek. Lee's Summit West out of Missouri and Westside out of Omaha, Nebraska, going at it tonight here on the WTV Live Network. Hunter, we're hoping for a good one.
Yeah, it's going to be always a good one here. Last couple of games for Westside have been a bit out of sort, but I'm looking to see what Westside can do to bounce back and if Lee's Summit can come in and make a little upset.
Lee's Summit wins the tip, and the Titans will start on offense first. Getting it down low, there's Jones. She drives on Sinai Foster, and she slips and falls. That's going to be a travel, and it'll be Westside basketball.
What Westside does so well in the defensive end, they turn over they force other teams to make bad passes or drive in, and they make turnovers.
Titans in some full court press to start off. Not too strong, little light. Westside breaks easily in the corner. Kimora Jenkins, she's going to launch the three, and it's good. Hot start for Kimora Jenkins.
They've done their scouting. Millard North put Westside into a tizzy when they made pressure, but it's a good job to get it down floor, get it to the corner.
Jones backs down Foster, creates some space. Left-hand layup rolls off the rim, no good. Sinai Foster corrals the loose ball.
Going to be defensive possession after defensive possession. Who will be the more gritty, physical team?
Maya Jo Matoyer, freshman leader on this West Side team. Sinai Foster sets a screen. Matoyer to Freeman. She launches a three, banks it in. West Side's 2 for 2 to start from three.
We said in the pregame, Zach, West Side's going to live and die by the three, and right there, another great opportunity, and they hit it once again.
Keister launches the three, no good. Back rim, Kimora Jenkins with the rebound. Westside quickly pushes. Jenkins, right wing for Matoyer, launches a deep three. Hello! 3 for 3 from three for the Warriors, and a quick timeout is called by Lee's Summit. Westside is on fire from range.
Wow. Westside already 3 for 3 from deep, and that forces Lee's Summit West to call a timeout. Huge shot by Westside in the early game. We're
going to step away for just a minute here on the WTV Live Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Westside starts off 3 for 3 from three-point range. They lead 9-0 with 6:37 left to play here in the first quarter.
And what's interesting for Westside, 3 different players have scored from deep. It's Matoyer, Jenkins, and Freeman. So they are distributing the ball, and they are popping it from range.
Quick little scoreboard issue here in the gym. Referees will talk to figure that out before we get going. And Westside will start things off in a press as well. 2-3 press. Lee's Summit came out in a press as well on their first defensive possession.
Westside not really known for doing the press most of the year, but maybe Coach Clark has drawn something up, can force Lee's Summit to maybe make a bad pass. Turnovers have been the key for Westside in their success this season. They've had a lot of steals. They like to move the ball around, and that's kind of what's been riding them all year into this top 10 spot.
Still talking things through are the officials with this scoreboard issue. Scoreboard does say 9-0, which is correct. And we get the thumbs up, and we'll be ready to go.
A little extra long timeout.
And here comes Lee's Summit. Quickly gets the ball in bounds and right across half court. No issue breaking the press. Really light from the Warriors. White passes it off. Coming around the screen. Mayo. Mayo gets it stripped near the out-of-bounds line. Jenkins picks it up and she'll push. She'll take it. Right wing three. Thought about it. Freeman. Top of the key three. Kimora Jenkins. In and out. No good. Toilet bowl doesn't go down. Titans with the rebound and they'll push. Keister, top of the key, comes off the screen. He's going to pass it off. That one goes to Sele Kemp. Now Mayo right back to Keister at the top of the key. She pump fakes. Gets a screen, goes to her right, step back down low for Jones. She'll kick it out. Kemp and Kimora Jenkins rips it away. Maya Jo Matoyer pulls it back, looking down low to Sinai Foster, can't get it. The Titans quickly push. White down low for Jones, loose ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Titans. Westside gets it back.
Once again, just great defensive work by Westside. They're getting down the floor quick and setting up their defense and being able to put pause on the ball.
3 new subs in for the Titans. And the press is still on. Kimora Jenkins gets it across the timeline with ease. She'll pull it back to reset things. She'll take the 3. No good. She's 1 for 2 to start the afternoon. And the Titans will get it back, trailing by 9, 5:19 left to play.
The Titans defense has been able to stiffen up, tighten down, make sure good closeouts from 3.
Quickly driving Keister. Can't draw iron. Jones comes down with the board. She's going to kick it out. Coming around the top, there's Robinson at the top of the key. Goes off the opposite direction of the screen. Now she'll go left, and the ball's going to be tied up. We'll get a jump ball, and it's going to go to the Warriors.
Still no points for the Titans in the first 3 minutes of this ball game. Nothing really going their way so far. Just haven't been able to drive.
Still no 2-pointers. Westside has 3 threes. Still pressing. Not too hard. Kimora Jenkins got to get across the timeline. Only have 10 seconds. Launching it up. Gets it. Loose ball goes to the Warriors. Kimora Jenkins will pull it back. Right wing for Matoyer. She's going to take another deep 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Robinson. She's going to push. She's got space. Takes it into the paint. Layup is good. All the way for Hayden Robinson.
And now the Titans are on the board. Maybe a little bit momentum going their way. Westside still settling for the 3s. Like to see them drive a bit more.
Press been a little bit of an issue on the last few possessions. Westside gets it across this time. And now the official is going to take a timeout. Point up to the clock.
And it looks like there's a little bit of trouble with the shot clock, with one side of the clock on our left-hand side of the court. Should be 4:22 and 27 seconds. And 27 seconds on the shot clock.
It's the backboard clock that is broken, showing the wrong time. It's not synced with the one on the right.
It says 2 seconds and 7 on the shot clock. And now I think they're calling for our principal.
We're going to step away while we have some technical difficulties in the arena. We'll be right back here on the WTV Live Network. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. They can't fix the technical difficulties, but they're going to go with one shot clock on the right side of your screen. The one on the left just popped back on magically.
It still says 0 seconds on the shot clock.
Shot clock is broken.
So we're going to have our technical man down there, Cedric, do our
They're not going to play with a shot clock is what they're going to do for the time being unless they can get it up and running. Well, they're actually timing the shot clock as Kimora Jenkins gets the foul. They're timing the shot clock on a cell phone down on the scores table.
Yeah, it's our technical man, Cedric, down there that's going to be running our shot clock. So I've never seen this before, Zach, have you?
That's going to make an extra layer of challenge for these girls out here on the court. They're going to have to keep track of the shot clock in their head as well as maintain the possession and do all the other things they have to do as Jenkins misses her first free throw.
Once again, Westside is still settling for threes. That time they decided to drive in, but still have only shot threes today and still have made 3 of them with the lead.
Jenkins goes 1 for 2 from the line. And Guerin K checks back in for the Warriors. Ripping around the corner, Hunt. She gets cut off. Keister comes and gets it. She tries to get it down low to Jones. Jones is fouled. That will be on Delaney McGrain. Her first and Westside's first of the quarter. Loose ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Westside's basketball.
Westside still getting up good pressure. What I've seen, they've kept their fouls down, and they've been managing the ball better.
Gets past the press. They have numbers. 3-on-2. Matoyer loses the ball. Now transition opportunity for the Titans. Down low is Mayo. Layup is no good, but she's going to be fouled and go to the line for 2 free throws.
Okay, just brought that hand down. Can't do that, and once again, Titans are going to go to the line for 2. It's been a big issue for Westside most of the season. They have gotten a lot of foul trouble.
3:39 left to play here in the first quarter. Titans trailed 10-2, and it'll still be that after the missed free throw by Alexis Mayo. Second one is no good as well, and Foster comes up with the board. Westside will push. Jenkins to cross the timeline. She'll pull it back. Gets a screen from Foster. Moore goes to her left. Matoyer around the edge, stops at the free throw line. On the right wing, comes back for Foster. Left wing, she'll take the 3. No good off the front rim. Fighting for the loose ball, and it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Westside basketball.
Titans have done a better job at closing out. They've done a better job, especially on Matoyer and Jenkins, and right there, nearly a good defensive rebound. Just a little bit of a mistake. Jenkins
thought about the top of the key 3. Instead, she'll dish it off K to Matoyer. Too hot to handle, and it'd go out of bounds back to the Titans.
Along with forcing off turnovers, Westside also makes a lot of turnovers right there. Just another one. Just got to hold them there, hold them accountable for that.
Hunt to slow things down for the Titans. 3 minutes left to play. She'll drive, layup off the glass, no good, and Matoyer comes up with the board. Maya Matoyer, top of the key. Sinai Foster, left wing. She'll kick it back to Matoyer. Comes off the screen, wants a 3, and she has it! Tough shot for Maya Matoyer, and it's good. Westside leads 13-2.
Once again, Matoyer from downtown, and especially right there, that was a contested one. Huge 3 for Westside, get them into double digits.
Robinson to dish it off, loose ball. Matoyer 1-on-1. She's going to take it to the 10. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Case. Foster, another chance, and she gets it to go finally. And now the Titans are going to have to call another timeout with 2:17 left to play. They trail 15-2. Hunter, just kind of a disastrous start if you're Lee Summit.
Yeah, you cannot have this happen. Westside's done a good job of shooting and just being able to get their rebounds, put it back in. And even without shot clock, Westside still plays really fast. They really do not care if the shot clock's off or not. They shoot it within the first 15 to 20 seconds.
We're going to step away for just a minute here on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back in 30 seconds. On the WTV Live Network, Zach Kastrick, Hunter Veylupek alongside you. Lee Summit trails by 13, 15-2 the score. Westside starting off real hot, and Lee Summit no answer whatsoever. Robinson crosses the timeline. She'll have to go into the corner. There's White down low for Jones now, and she'll be fouled. Laura Mayo is the one fouled. Check that. It'll be just the third foul of the quarter on the Warriors. No free throws yet. Titans get it inbounded. White in the corner, looking down low, finds Robinson. She'll pull it back, look to go her left, cut off by Foster on the baseline. Foster pokes it away for a minute. Robinson corrals it back at the top. Now on the right wing, Mayo. Back to Keister. She looks to drive, can't get in the paint. Jurosevic cut her off. Still Keister now on the block. Robinson comes around, Foster trailing. Layup too strong, no good. Last touch by the Titans. It'll be Westside basketball.
Westside is really locked down defensively. They have nothing letting pass and nothing down low. They've just been huge for Westside. They only scored 2 points in the first quarter against Millard South.
Got to get it across the timeline. Westside does with just a few seconds to spare. Jurosevic on the right wing. Comes back to the top of the key. Dribble handoff for Gabby Duvall. Freeman in the corner, now down low. Layup is good for Kendall Davis, and Westside leads by 15. White at the top, guarded by Freeman. Robinson will set a screen, double screen. White comes off of it, looking to get in the paint, and she'll be fouled. Fourth of the quarter on the Warriors. Next one will be free throws.
Still a minute left. You can't foul here for Westside. Just give them free shots at the line. Titans have not been able to convert on their free throws, but they can turn it on at any minute.
Still only 2 points on the scoreboard to account for the Lee Summit Titans. Look to get on the board before the end of the first quarter. Get it inbounds to the corner, launches up a three. Mayo, front rim, no good. Loose ball comes down to Kendall Davis. Westside pushes with Gabby Duvall. She'll go back to the middle of the court, pull it back. Maya Jo Matoyer, top of the key. Matoyer with 45 seconds to work. Gets into the paint, kicks out Duvall. Left wing three. Too strong. Second bounce can't go. Matoyer, loose ball, rebound. Can't get it put back to go either. Lee Summit with 33 seconds left to play. Shot clock will be off. Can't take their time. Mayo's going to take the three instead. Too strong, no good. Davis fighting for the board. Keister comes down with it. Layup putback is good. Lee Summit now trails by 13, 20 seconds left to play. Davis crosses the timeline and she carried it. She crossed half court. Lee Summit's going to have 14.1 to work with before the end of the quarter. White crosses the timeline with 10 to shoot. In the left wing, Jones. Now Mayo, only 5 seconds to work with. Down low for Jones, backing on Foster, right at the buzzer. It's good, and that's going to be the end of the first 8 minutes. Westside leads 17-6. Pretty solid quarter for the Warriors, Hunter.
Yeah, they played good defense, especially down the stretch. But does a good job keeping Lee Summit in check right now.
We're going to step away here on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back with second quarter action when we come back. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. First 8 minutes down. Westside leads 17-6. Back-to-back buckets to end the quarter for the Titans. And they start to inch a little bit closer heading into the second quarter, Hunter.
Yeah, but it's just going to be a case for the Titans of stopping the three and being able to hit the shots of their own.
Mayo takes a three, no good. Foster comes down with the board, and Metoyer will go. Shot clock is back up and working here in the gym. Good news for both teams. Duval comes off the screen, looks to get in the paint. She does, and she traveled.
That's a little too much on the carry right there. Duval looking to drive. I think she may have wanted it to give you a bat. Maybe had hands on the ball, still traveled.
White off to Kemp. 25 to shoot, 7:30 left to play. Right back to White in the right wing, looking to get it down low to Jones. Can't get the entry pass. She's going to drive instead. Loose ball, fighting for it. And Foster comes back up with it. She'll get it off to Jenkins. Westside will go. Numbers for Westside. Kimora Jenkins pulls it back. Foster on the left wing. Now top of the key. Spin move into the paint. Guerin K left corner three. Back rim no good. Fighting for the board goes down to Keister. She's going to push all on herself. And she took a double dribble. And will go right back the other direction.
The Titans have not been doing the greatest. They have been turning over the ball a really good amount today. Westside, this just shows how Westside's defense have been playing really solid today, more than usual.
Coach Broughton really trying to get his team going, get the energy sparked. Trailing by 11 they do with 6:40 left to play. Metoyer into the paint. Corrals the loose ball, dishes it off to Foster. Comes back for Metoyer at the top of the key. Right wing three, Kimora Jenkins. Swish! Nails it! Westside 20-6 with the lead. 7 points for Jenkins here in the first half.
Early couple of threes for Kimora Jenkins, and she is red hot. Already 20 points for the Westside Warriors. Huge.
Taking the three, and she's going to be fouled. That is Keister, and she'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Once again, Kay's right there. She plays physical defense. Just can't hit the arm right there. And 3 shots maybe could have Keister bring the Titans back into this game.
First one is good for Keister. She tore her ACL last season, didn't really get to play much. That's part of the reason Lee's Summit had only 4 wins.
Yeah, but our Titans are glad they're back. They're at 11-5 right now. They have been saying really good.
2 for 2 to start for Keister. Cuts the lead to 12. Chance to make it 11-point deficit if she can knock this one down.
For this Lee's Summit has been struggling on their free throws. It'll be a good confidence booster if they can go 3 for 3, but Kay already in early foul trouble with 2.
Kay checks out with her 2 fouls. Alex Keister to make it an 11-point deficit, and she does. 20-9. New subs in for Lee's Summit. Put the press on. Jenkins gets it in. 10 seconds to get across the timeline. Back and forth game. Jurosevic now right side. She does with speed. Now Duval in the corner. Can she match the 3? No good. Rims in and out. Lee's Summit corrals the board. And Mayo to push. Hunt. Right hand dribble. Kicks out into the corner. Rips it back around. Mayo. Looking down low for Jones. Hunt gets it down to her. Triple team comes. She has to kick it out. Wants the 3. Mayo. No good. Jones fighting for the board. Foster comes down with it. Tipped into the corner. Corralled by Kemp. Back down to Jones on the block. And her back foot hop. That's a travel. Westside gets it back.
That was great effort by Soleil Kemp, but Sinai Foster, she is tall. She's at 6'2", and just like a lineman, she just batted that one down, forcing the Titan turnover.
Double team comes on Metoyer. She's going to try and get it across the timeline to herself. She does. A lot of contact, no foul. Double team in the corner. She needs help, and a timeout is called by Coach Clark.
Once again, just another big confidence booster for the Titans, just double teaming Westside's best scorer. Forcing Coach Clark to call timeout, only 30 seconds though.
We're going to take a 30-second timeout here on the WTV Live Network. We'll be back in 30. back here on the WTV Live Network. 11-point lead for the Warriors out of Omaha. 20-9, 5:20 left to play before half. Sinai Foster on the top of the key with 15 to shoot. Kicks out Duval into the left corner. Down low, Foster on the block. Dribbled off her foot. She gets it back. Cuts Duval. Right-hand layup is good. Westside leads 22-9. Duval with her first points of the game.
Great cut by Duval. Just got down to the right block, and Foster just had to find her. Easy layup for two.
Mayo around the screen. Now a three for Hunt. Off the glass, can't get it to fall. Rebound goes to Lee Summit, and the layup is good for Mayo. Still an 11-point deficit for the Titans. Jenkins gets it behind. Numbers for Westside. She's going to take it in the corner. Duval thought about the three. Maya Jo Matoyer now into the paint, and she's going to be fouled on her drive. It'll be on the floor. Just the first foul on the Titans this quarter, so it'll be inbound on the baseline. Kamora Jenkins to inbound it. Gets it into Matoyer on the left wing. She'll dribble it back up towards midcourt. Picked up her dribble. Jenkins comes to gets it. Jenkins off the Foster screen. Foster rolls. They get it to her. Put back up on the rim. Bounces off, and the rebound comes down to Mayo. Titans with 4 minutes plus left to play, down by 11. Hunt wants a three again. Off the glass this time and gets it to go. First three of the afternoon for the Titans. Now it's 22-14. A lot of contact and a foul going to be called on Dee Hunt. That's going to be the second foul of the quarter on the Titans.
Yeah, the Titans have really managed to come back into this game. They were down by 15 at one point, and with the three from Hunt there, just knocks it down back to 8. Westside, the Titans have managed to get several defensive possessions and have turned them into great offense. Needs to keep that going for the rest of the game. Keep Westside within reach.
Yeah, Westside leads 22-14. 8-point lead. Left-hand scoop lay is good for Kendall Davis. Crafty finish. 10-point lead for the Warriors.
Once again, another great dribble drive. Davis just got the left scooper to go.
Down low for a Hunt. Can't get it in. It's going to be turned over. Westside gets the ball back up by 10 with 3:31 left to play. Maya Jo Matoyer across the timeline. Double team comes and she's fouled. Third foul on the quarter. 2 more is free throws. As Robinson gets back to check in for the Titans. Jenkins tracks down the inbound. 3:18 left to play here before half. Westside leads 24-14. Jenkins still with the ball, crosses over. McGrain comes to get it. Maya Jo Matoyer now at the logo. She gets it off to Davis. Davis at the volleyball line, needs help. Gets into the paint. She'll kick out with her left hand to Matoyer. 5 to shoot for the Warriors. Matoyer right hand floater, tough finish, can't get it to go. Tip out goes to Duval. Fresh 30 for the Warriors. Jenkins on the left wing looking to get it down low. Spins it back out for Davis. Comes back towards the top. Jenkins cuts on the baseline, has to reverse it out. Duval thought about the three. Jenkins with the three. Off the front rim, no good. Another offensive board for the Warriors. 3 chances now. Down low for McGrain, and an off-ball foul is going to be called as Jenkins topples to the floor. Shot clock will reset. 4th foul of the quarter. Next one's free throws for the Warriors.
Once again, that's a pretty big possession here if you're Westside. That's second, third chance points, and now it's getting down to another reset shot clock for an opportunity at 4th.
McGrain gets the inbound, coming off the screen. Jenkins, right wing three, no good. Rebound comes down to the Titans. Mayo to push, picks up her dribble, needs help. Keister comes back to get it. Jump stop at the free throw line, loses the ball. Now gets it off to Robinson. Keister wants a right wing three. Can she get it? Rims in and out, no good. Jones with the put back. Back to single digits, 8-point lead. Cross court pass, Jenkins comes up with it somehow. Duval wants a corner three, can't, she's not gonna take it. It was wide open. Jenkins all by herself in the lane, puts it back up, right back to double figures. Keister on the right wing, goes opposite of the screen, now comes back for the screen. Pull up Jay, no good. Coming in for the board, can't get it. And the putback is good for Mayo. Right back to 8 we go.
Just like Westside, Lee Summit's West has done a really great job of getting the offensive board and putting it back, getting those second or third chance opportunities.
Another three from Montoya won't go. McGrain fighting for the board. Jones comes up with it, gets it off, and a foul is committed with 1:02 left to play. Crossing the timeline is White. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Jenkins with 53.7 left to play. White to inbound it, gets it inbounds for Mayo. 25 on the shot clock, 50 on the game clock. Robinson on the right wing. She's got space to her right. She goes left. Will take the three. Air ball, no good. Now to go out of bounds with 42 even left to play. Westside up by 8.
Westside did a good job in the last game of beating the shot clock. They had 2 or 3 buzzer beaters in that game against Papillion. So a good opportunity for them to score points in the last minute.
Full court press back on for the Titans. 3-2. Jenkins gets it. She'll slow it down before she crosses the half-court line. Double team comes. She gets out of it. It comes back. Off to Davis. She's got space. She'll kick out Freeman. Dropped the ball. Couldn't take the three. Davis to Foster. She'll take the three. No good. That's not her game necessarily. Loose ball. And a foul's going to be called with 20 seconds left to play. Shot clock is off. No free throws. Just the third foul on the Warriors.
Westside still does have a couple fouls left to give. But it is the third on Jay Freeman, so that will take her out of the game, maybe even the third quarter. And Mira Jarosevich, the defensive specialist, will sub in. That's kind of been her go-to role, coming in this last minute, 20 seconds on defense, being able to play hard basketball.
Lee Summit could hold for the last shot if they choose. They trail by 8, 26-18, 10 to play now. Coming around the corner, Kemp. Off to Keister, looking down low for Jones. Can't get it there. 3 to shoot. In the corner, Kemp. Loose ball, and it's going to expire as it goes out of bounds. And Westside will head into the locker room up 26-18 over Lee Summit. Hunter, pretty good half for Westside, but Lee Summit came back in it later there in that half.
Yeah, they cut the lead from 17-2, now down to 26-18. They've done a good job of keeping themselves in this game. They've gotten a lot of second and third chance points. They've been well on the offensive glass, and they're just in this game. Westside can't seem to put them away as of now.
We'll step away here on the WTV Live. No dance team for you guys tonight as they're in Florida for nationals, but we'll step away. 10-minute halftime. We'll be back in just a little bit. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back here on the WTV Live Network. Zach Kastrick, Hunter Veylupek alongside you. 8-point lead for the Warriors after the first 16 minutes. 26-18 the score. Just a few minutes before we get back towards the second half, third quarter action. Hunter, what did you make of that first half?
It was a good first half by mainly Westside. Their defense has been locked down, especially in that first quarter, only allowing 6 points. But the Titans have managed to make a game. It's only 8 points, and 8-point lead is unsafe for any level of basketball.
Yeah, Westside really hot to start from 3 in that first quarter. Kind of cooled off. Lee Summit was down by 15 at one point. Only had 6 points after the first quarter, so they finished off a lot stronger in that second quarter.
Yeah, they did a better job in that second quarter. They were scoring more efficiently. They shot the ball from 3 a little bit better, and they managed to get their offensive rebounds and second chance points up by a good amount. But it's just going to mainly be who can score the rock on both teams. And for Westside, it's been mainly Kimora Jenkins. She has 9 points, I believe. And for the Titans, it's kind of been Dee Dee Hunt and Sanaya Jones down low.
Yeah, they've really been trying to focus getting it down low to Jones on the block. Sanai Foster done a really good job for the most part guarding her down low on the block. But might be something they focus on in that second half as well. We'll see if Lee's Summit goes back to that in just a few minutes when we start the third quarter.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the WTV Live Network. I'm Hunter Veylupek. Alongside me, Zach Kastrick, and we are just about a couple seconds away from the start of the third quarter. 26-18. Westside leads it over Lee Summit West Titans. And Zach, what does Westside need to do to finish out this game strong?
Westside just got to keep scoring the way they did, and on the defensive end, they just got to continue what they're doing. They're doing a great job down low on Sanaya Jones, the big girl for the Titans. If Lee Summit can get back to that and maybe get a few more points before that, they might have a chance.
Freeman on the outside gets it to Jenkins. Down low to Foster on Jones. Scoops it out, back to Kay. Now to Matoyer on top. Freeman wanted to pull up, takes it down low. Outside Jenkins, wide open 3. Tally-ho! Kimora Jenkins, 12 points and 3 threes for her evening. 7:30 left to go. Westside with an 11-point lead. Titans get up the floor quickly to White. To Jones on the wing. She drives it down on Foster. Backs down. Layup is good. Jones enforcing a presence. Cuts it to the lead back to 9. Foster will try to drive it. She gets it pickpocketed. Laura Mayo gets the steal. She was hit as she was going back. Keister, wide open 3. No good. Rebound back to Jenkins.
They did a great job on their first possession getting it down low to Jones, and they kind of took an unnecessary 3 in that possession, but can't go wrong with it.
Great screen by Foster. Freeman down low. Jenkins drives in, kicks out. Free ball. Off the front iron, no good. Rebound goes to Mayo. Keister brings it up the floor. Step back 3. In and out. Rebound to Matoyer. Back to Keister with the wide open layup. She will get it. The Titans bring it down to 7.
Got to corral the offensive boards. Can't give them 2 and 3 opportunities each time down the floor.
Freeman. Jenkins for 3. No good. Kay with the board. And she's fouled on the putback. Huge rebound for a second chance opportunity. And Kay will go to the line for 2.
Kay, great job of getting the board there, giving Westside a chance to score more points, but Westside's starting to put the 3s up. They started off the game hot, kind of cooled off. If they're going to start just chucking up 3s and they're not going to fall. Could be a danger zone for the Warriors.
Kay, 63% from the line, hits her first one, extends the Westside lead to 8. Perfect from the line is Kay. Westside back up by 9. Keister will take it down the floor for the Titans. Gets it to Mayo. Mayo trying to drive on the smaller Foster. Great find to Jones. And she puts it up over Foster for the layup.
Just keep getting in the paint. It's working for Lee Summit, and right now Westside doesn't have an answer down low.
Jenkins, a bad pass. Kay tries to save it. Foot was on the line when she tried. And it will stay with, never mind. They're going to say it was off Lee Summit for the time being.
I thought Kay was on the line when she tried to save it.
That's what the refs are going to discuss, and they are going to give it to the Titans after an expedited review.
I think that was the right call. I think Kay definitely got her hand on it to throw it back in play, but I think she was out of bounds when she did that.
Kemp will bring it up the floor at the logo. Guarded closely by Jenkins. Out to Jones on the perimeter. Mayo back to Kemp. Looking down low again. Keister will pull up from 3, and that's blocked!
That's the third time she's taken a 3, and none of them have fallen. A lot of contest by the Warriors.
Guerin Kay with a nice block, and coast to coast. No good on the layup by Matoyer. That's a rare miss from her, especially with that much open terrain. Outside, Mayo for 3. That's good! And now down to 4. The Warriors' lead has dwindled from 15, now down to 4.
The paint present always opens up the three-point line, and that's what it's doing for Lee Summit.
Great find by Matoyer, gets it into Foster for the 2.
And the pick and roll game has really been working for Westside. Lee Summit is not rolling down with the big.
Down low again to Jones. Layup no good at all. Foster with the rebound. Gets it to Matoyer as she was getting punished from all sides. Keister, it'll be Matoyer who drives. Left-handed, a little too much English. Keister back down on the other end. Drives in. Kicks inside. Jones gets it to go.
She's unguardable right now for the Titans. Just got to keep feeding her.
Sanaya Jones is having herself a day. Jenkins brings it up the floor. 4:20 left to play here in the third. Inside from the free throw line. Foster hits it. Wide open jump shot. Lead up to 6 once more. 4:06 left to play. Kemp will bring it up the floor. Jones once again. She's going to try to drive down on Foster. Outside, 3-ball by Mayo. Again, she hits the 3. Now within a one-possession game.
Caught fire, and all of a sudden it's one possession game. That's how you win. Play inside to out.
Freeman for 3. The response is no good.
Now Westside starting to feel the heat. Starting to chuck up some threes and then commit silly fouls in the backcourt.
Jenkins will get her first foul, and it looks like Avery White is slow to get up. Looking like maybe her wrist or her forearm hit that floor first. She's been a leader on this team for most of the season. And that'll send her to the bench as Davis will check back in for Westside. But once again, 3:35 left to play. Lee Summit has cut this lead down from 15 all the way down to a possession at 3 points.
Yeah, they've played inside out. Started with the layups down low with Jones, and all of a sudden the three-point line starts to open up.
Keister on the outside. Mayo. She's been the hot hand from 3. Looking. Still nowhere to go. Needs to get it away. Gets it to Robinson. Robinson to Jones. Guarded by Foster. Gets it tipped. Gets it to Hunt. Hunt will drive. Gets it poked away. And now Westside with numbers. 3-on-2 to Davis. Davis will drive. Kay. Back to Davis as Davis loses control. And now open terrain for Laura Mayo. She goes coast to coast. No good, and a foul. Will go against Foster.
Just that possession right before that transition one by Lee Summit. Jones was not in the paint the whole possession. She stood up on the arc, and it was quite honestly not a very good possession for Lee Summit. And when the Titans can get it down low to Jones, get her some paint touches, whether she gets a shot up or not, the possession looks a lot prettier, and they're getting jump shots to go.
Only the second foul on west side of the quarter. First one by Mayo will be good. The lead down to 2.
And Westside just not putting up really any good shots right now on the offensive end. A lot of contested threes, a lot of turnovers.
2 for 2 from the line. And now crunch time for Westside. Only a 1-point lead. Scratch from 15. Jenkins brings it up the floor. Tries to break away. She loses it. Keister with the ball. Coast to coast, it's good. And Lee Summit with their first lead of the evening.
Think about maybe calling a timeout if you don't score on this possession.
Davis to Matoyer. Matoyer wanted to pull, guarded closely by Dee Hunt. Now Lee Summit has come alive. Floater by Matoyer, front iron. She gets her own board. Blocked by Jones, and she gets her own rebound. She gets it up. Hunt, 2-on-1 now. Puts it up. Gets the roll, and a 3-point lead.
I think you got to call a timeout here if you're Coach Clark. He's telling his team to slow it down, but Lee Summit's on a big run. You got to slow some momentum down at some point.
Huge run by the Titans. Less than 2 minutes left to play here in the third.
Still have 4 timeouts as well if you're Coach Clark.
Kay wanting something, drives in, has to kick it out. Inside to Davis. Pulls up from the mid-range logo. No good. Again, another great defensive board. Keister with numbers. Foul! And a near and one by Sanaya Jones.
Lee Summit starting to feel it. The official has to warn the sideline to step it back. Specifically, Coach Broughton. He was jumping up and down out there on the court. Gotta chill it out if you're on the bench. A lot of momentum for Lee Summit, though.
First one gets the roll to go. And now a 2-possession lead for the Titans. It was 26-18 at halftime. They are on a 21-7 run.
At one point, I believe it was like 15-2 or 17-2.
It was 17-2 with about midway through the first quarter. And now offensive scoring has been the key. Second one in and out. Davis at the rebound.
Like to see Westside get some paint touches on this possession.
Davis again from mid-range. That's good.
That all started because Jenkins got down to the block and turned around. And Lee Summit was lost. Scramble drill, couldn't find somebody guard.
Keister down low, overshot it, intercepted by Davis.
Right idea.
She drives, Euro step, underhand layup, no good. And Duval will be called for the push. Robinson with a greedy smile.
Duval knows she kind of put 2 hands on Robinson there.
Next foul will be free throw shots for the Titans. McGrain will check in for Foster.
Foster looks pretty tired. She's been running up and down the court.
Gotta get some rest there. Needs to be up and ready for the fourth quarter.
Jones takes a lot of energy to guard as well on the defensive end.
Now without their best defender on Jones.
I think you got to go down low to Jones with McGrain in the ball game. Attack that matchup.
Gonna go pick and roll action. Mid-range for Keister. And she hits it. Wow.
Pick and roll working both ways for both teams right now. Like to see Westside go back to it as well.
Jenkins looking for something. Open 3. You can't leave her open. She misses it. Rebound. Wanted the second chance. Pulls up from 10 feet away. And
Jenkins is really good about realizing I haven't knocked down a 3 in a minute. Let me go knock down a bucket, get my confidence to go back up. And that's a great job there by Kamora Jenkins to do exactly that.
Shot clock off. Keister takes it and will be fouled.
That's a silly foul by Duval. That gives free throws to one of the best free throw shooters on Lee's Summit team. She's already knocked down 3 free throws on a 3-pointer.
Yeah, that is not a good foul with 27.7. Westside can hold for the final shot, but 2 shots coming up for the Titans. 3 for 3 from the line already today is Keister as she hits the first. Puts the Titans up by 3, and this game has been flipped on its lid, Zach. Huge turnaround as Westside has not been able to score as effectively, and Lee Summit has turned on the afterburners. 2 for 2 from the line, and that will bring in the substitution. So the Titans' main scorer is out, but I'll bring in a defensive replacement. 27.7 left. Westside brings in their offensive pieces.
This is a great time to get a great offensive possession for Westside. Get a good shot. Don't settle.
McGrain loses it, corrals it back. Not really your main. Ball handler, it's stolen. Up the other way, that's no good. Rebound goes to Hunt. And now they can hold for the final shot. Jones with the drive. Wanted to pull up. 2-ball, no good. Jones with the offensive board. All's on the deck, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. So chaotic end to the third, but Lee Summit West has come all the way back from 15 down to take a 4-point lead going into the last
frame. That's an amazing quarter by Lee Summit. Absolutely amazing. They got to continue it going into 4.
We'll take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. 43-39 coming up fourth quarter. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the WTV Live Network. I'm Hunter Veylupek, alongside me, Zach Kastrick. And wow, this game has went from 0 to fiery in a matter of a quarter. Lee Summit West has come into Omaha, and after being down 17-2, leads at 43-39 going into the fourth. They will get possession to start the quarter.
Love to see Lee Summit continue to get it down low to Jones. Play inside out. The three-point line will open up if they can get paint touches. As for Westside, love to see him go back to the pick and roll game. It's been working really well. Swing the ball, get in the paint. The shots were coming when they did that.
They get it into Kemp. And now Jones on the three-point line, now to Hunt. Hunt will try to drive it. Kicks it to the outside. Robinson now guarded closely by Jenkins. Nowhere to go, gets it back out to Hunt at the top of the key. Hunt guarded closely by Kay, gets it to Robinson. 13 left to go on the shot clock. Again to the corner down low. Kemp, double dribble, Westside basketball.
Yeah, see, Lee Summit maybe got one half-decent paint touch on that possession, and they were just kind of throwing it around that perimeter. Nothing going for them.
Titans in a 3-2 press. Hunt pressing up on Kay, gets it to Foster, and they get it past the timeline. Out to the corners, Kay. She drives in, nearly travels. Outside, Jurosevic will take the three. Fouled on the shot. And you don't see Jurosevic taking many threes on the offensive end. She was fouled too, so she'll go to the line for three. Huge opportunity for Westside to get some points and get back in this.
Yeah, Kay got caught in the air. Almost was a travel, barely got it off. And then that just started, though. They started with a paint touch Westside did by driving the ball.
First one, no good. Jurosevic only has attempted 3 free throws before this. As we have some miscommunication on the sideline.
The subs came in too early. They're supposed to come in after the second free throw.
Jurosevic has only attempted 3 free throws all year, so this will double her total. She only made 1 of 3 before this. Second one is no good.
Now the subs can come in. Keister back in. She had herself a really good third quarter. Great job facilitating the ball, and it opened up the three-point shot for her as well.
Jurosevic needs this one to go to make it within 1 possession. Foster not down low. She'll play her back. The third one is good. So 43-40, the Titans lead. As Keister wanted to get it to Hunt, it was ball hawked by Jurosevic really well. Down low, no good by Kemp. Great defensive board by Jenkins. She drives it quickly. Down low to Foster. Spin move down low. Gets it to the outside for Freeman. Foster from mid-range. That's no good. Rebound two. No one. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow goes with the Westside.
That started with a paint touch, got a decent look, Westside did. Now Matoyer back in, the three-headed monster scoring for Westside back into the game. Love to see him take advantage of that, get some drives and kick.
Westside with their top 4 scorers on the floor. Foster at the top, gets it to Kay. She's going to drive, floater. Gets the roll, no, she does not. Offensive board outside Jenkins, 3-ball. Yes, sir! Kamora Jenkins for 3, tie game.
Started with paint touches, got a good offensive board. That's how it's been going. The Summit needs to go back to that recipe. They've gotten away from it.
Mayo down low, off of K. It will stay with the Titans. Westside clamping up down low. They know they're going to try to get it to Jones via Alex Keister. Gets it to the outside to Kemp, guarded on the corner. Keister at the top of the key, guarded by Kay. Drives in, layup, off the glass, no good. Offensive board, and a no good by Sanaya Jones. 2 shots coming up for her. Foster will be charged with the foul. Only her second with 6 minutes left to play in the third.
I love watching Coach Jared Broughton here on the sideline. He's very animated, and I just absolutely love his passion for this Titan team.
First one, gets the shooter's touch to go.
That's a great bounce for Jones.
Not the best form, but as long as it goes in, I don't think any coach will matter.
I want to hit the rim and the backboard.
Second one is good. That one cleanly through the net. So some clutch free throws by Sanaya Jones, and Jenkins will take it up the floor, guarded by probably the MVP of the game so far, Keister.
Don't need to chuck up any silly threes. So much time left in this game, but that's a great look.
Yes, sir! The 3 is good! Kamora Jenkins, another 3 and a 20 bomb!
And she's starting to catch fire.
And when she catches fire, it's hard for her to go cold.
Yeah, she does hold the school record for 8 3-pointers in a game.
That was set in her sophomore year against Norfolk. 3-ball by Dee Dee Hunt is no good, and Westside with numbers. Kay on the other end, gets it up and good. Big shot there by Guerin Kay. A great assist by Kamora Jenkins, their 4th point of the game. 5:12 left to go, and a timeout will be taken by Coach Broughton and the Titans. We will take a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. 48-45, Westside leads it over Lee Summit. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the WTV Live Network. I'm Hunter Veylupek alongside me, Zach Kastrick. 48-45, Westside leads it over Lee Summit in a back-and-forth affair as we have a travel early.
Yeah, these are going to be the next most important 2 to 3 minutes of the game. This is where a team can make or break themselves. They can start to crumble or they can build under the pressure. Westside doing a really good job in these last minute, playing inside out and getting some threes, specifically Jenkins knocked down 2.
Matoyer on the outside, drives in, 1-on-2, fouled on the shot. Not a good foul by Keister, pushed her after the shot. And 2 shots coming up for Hamaya Jo Matoyer, who is shooting 73% from the line this season, second best on the team. First one, back iron, no good. And now Zach, Clutch free throws are going to be the key to this game, especially down the stretch.
Yeah, no, the JV team, both of them struggled as that game went into double overtime. In case you're wondering why this game's running so late.
This game was supposed to start at 5:30. It's 7:18 Central Standard Time as Matoyer hits her second free throw. 4-point lead for Westside, trying to pull away here in the final 5 minutes.
Got to get Jones on the block here if you're the Titans, right there.
And that's exactly what they do. Down low on Foster, and it's an offensive charge!
Yeah, she pushed off clear as day there. Forearm extended, trying to create the space. But right idea. That's exactly what you want if you're Lee's Summit.
Flung the elbow. Foster sold it well. And now a 3-2 press taken by the Titans. Jenkins will bring it up the floor with no resistance. Gets it to Matoyer at the top of the key. Foster, Matoyer. She pulls up from 3! No good. Rebound to Keister, and now she has numbers going down floor. Kayan caught pursuit and gets there. Robinson on the outside. She drives in, nearly got the bucket to go. Near a travel call to Jenkins with the ball. She takes it, she has the hot hand. Had a look, takes it down.
Get it into the paint.
That's
right there.
Exactly what they do. Foster from 3. That's no good. Inside, Foster with it. And no shot. Foul on the floor will go against Jones. That's only her. Scratch that. It'll go against Keister. That'll be her second. So that'll be the 4th foul, too, on.
4 minutes and 4 fouls. That could be a lot of free throws for Westside if they play their cards right.
Westside has been a little shaky from the line as of today. Jenkins on the outside. Don't need a 3 here. Kay now with the ball. Looking on Robinson. 3 ball from the corner. Freeman. No good. Rebound to Keister. She has numbers. Coast to coast she goes. Foul on the floor will go against Matoyer.
Nothing wrong with the fouls there. It's only their second foul, so they have 2 more to give with 3:42 left to play. And just keep playing the way you're supposed to play. Get it down low. Both these teams operating really well when they get their big paint touches and get the driving kick going.
Keister coming off a torn ACL off of last season. You can see as she has a knee brace on, but she has done spectacular work today. About 20 points today. She has an open look from 3.
Great inbounds play. Love that shot.
That one out of bounds off of Matoyer.
That was a great drawn-up play. Love that look they got for Keister in the corner.
Best look they've had so far from 3 all day. Was a little short. 3:37 left to go, 33 on the shot clock. So they got time. Keister again. Jenkins on top, gets it down low to Jones. This has been their bread and butter. Kick out, 3 ball. Splash!
Been telling everyone all game, when Jones gets the ball in the paint, the confidence level rises, the 3-point line opens up, and look what happened. Now Westside needs to try to do almost the exact same thing.
Davis on the outside, she wants something. Down low, Foster. What a move! Great post move by Foster against Jones. And that
Get your big on the block, and you get your look.
Little spin move layup. 3 minutes left to go. White with the drive. Her layup is good. Lead down to 1. 2:50 left to go. 51-50. 2:48 left to go. Coach Clark will take a timeout for the Warriors. And we will keep it with you here on the WTV Live Network. As Zach, this has been a game so far. A minute timeout here, but both teams have been playing within it. Only a 1-point lead for Westside. Wes worked well for both teams today, and defensively and offensively.
I'll tell you something. If no matter what happens here, one team's going to try and completely scratch this out of their mind. And Westside, if they can't hold on to this, this is going to be a game to forget. I'll tell you. Up 17-2 at one point. That's a 15-point lead. And now they're only up by 1. And if you're Lee's Summit, you got to be proud of the way your team battled back there, down so much in the first quarter. They've really found a way to get back to their bread and butter. And both teams get the ball in the paint, whether that's a drive or getting your big on the blocks and I Foster or Jones on the other end on the left for Lee's Summit. Otherwise, Westside just got to keep it going.
Yeah, Westside has been kind of folding as of recently, but they have managed to keep themselves within it. Still up by 1. But the Titans have managed to come back from 15 down, and they are trying to go back home to Missouri with a huge win on their shoulder against a top 10 team from Nebraska. Westside's looking for their 10th win, that will put them in double digits for the season. Matoyer will get it, guarded by Keister 3/4 the way of the court. Kay gets it. She tries to drive, and they will call it a foul. That's the fifth, and that'll send Guerin Kay to the line for 2. And now crunch time for the free throw line for Westside is the Blair transfer. Only shooting 63%, but has made her 2 attempts today.
She hasn't attempted a lot. 2 for 2, like you said today. Westside's going to have a chance to knock down a lot of free throws, I think, with 2:38 in the bonus now.
First one by Kay. Off the back iron, but manages to go down. 2:38 left to play. 3 timeouts for Westside, 2 for the Titans. 2 for 2 from the line from Kay.
Please don't take a silly 3 if you're Lee Summit. There's so much time left in this ball game. 2:30 left to play.
Jenkins on Jones, and she manages to get the best of her with a steal. And that's how you stop a big boy, a big girl, a big man. Whoever it is, you got to pickpocket them. Jenkins can waste some time off the clock. 2:17 left. Jenkins to Matoyer. She gets it. It was tipped by Alexis Mayo. It'll stay with Westside. Matoyer putting her hands up, saying, I didn't touch it, and the ref agrees. Once again,
get a paint touch if you're Westside. Get it down low, whether that's to Foster or a drive by really anyone, and then take your time. Get a good shot. Not a lot of time, though.
8 seconds left to go. Foster drives, kicks it out to Kay. She's looking for a shot. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, nowhere to go, and that's the shot clock. And a shot clock violation. The good news for Westside, that took 35 seconds off the clock, and that's about all they could get from that.
I mean, the clock's your friend at this point, but it's still only a 1-possession game, so you got to at least get up a shot attempt, and you want a quality shot as well.
Keister guarded closely by the best defender on Westside is Kay. Freeman guarding up White well at the volleyball line. Trying to drive. Nowhere to go. Kicks it out to White. Keister had an open Jones down low. Decides not to take it. 3 ball. Off the back iron and good! The shooter's touch!
What a bounce.
What a bounce in a tie game with 1:20 left. Matoyer wanted to pull up. Keister guarding her closely. Jenkins has been the hot hand for Westside. 20 bomb for her tonight. Jenkins picked up her dribble, needs to get it away. 17 on the shot clock. Drives inside. Matoyer with the layup.
That's a great cut. Overplay on defense. Back cut is the name of the game when that happens. Great job by Hamaya Jo Matoyer.
52.4. It'll be the Titans who take a timeout. It will be a full timeout. We'll keep it with you here on the WTV Live Network. Oh my goodness, Zachary Kastrick. Wow, this has been a game for the ages. Westside keeping their lead. They were up by 15. Lee Summit's West has come back all the way to make this a 2-point game, and they will have possession with 52 seconds.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Broughton is drawing up a play on the whiteboard. Already seen him make a little bit magic happen with the whiteboard and dry erase marker in his hand. So I imagine he's going to draw up a pretty quality play here, whether that one's down low. I would assume you're trying to get it down low to Jones, because that's been working all day for Lee Summit. But that might be Keister off ball as well, getting a few elevator screens, making a good look on a jumper maybe.
Titans don't need a 3 right now. It's still 52 seconds left to play, and I agree with you here, Zach. They try to get it down low to Jones. Other than Keister, she's probably been the second in command for the MVP of the game. She has been, I would more or less say, the ball handler in this situation. With her being down low, it brings in 3 or 4 Westside girls, and they can just pass it out for an open 3. Keister looking to make some magic.
And here comes the set play.
Set play, inside stolen! Foster!
They're looking to get it down low and then kick it into the close corner.
Jenkins
had a wide open player.
9 seconds between shot and game clock. Don't need to take a 3 now, and that's what Westside will do. They are gonna drain the shot clock. Oh my, that's stolen. Not a good move by Hamaya Jo Matoyer to get it down low. Mayo. Outside White. Down low. Kick again. And a foul.
That's fine. That's actually a good quality foul. Coach Clark even says it. That still gives Westside room to work with one foul.
That'll be Matoyer's fourth.
Coach Clark's going to call a timeout, and I see what he's doing here. I wouldn't be surprised if he tells his team to commit a foul with maybe about 10 seconds, depending on what Lee Summit draws up. You have a foul to give. That's a great opportunity to, if you're getting beat on defense, if somebody's driving by you, commit the foul. Don't give up the layup. Live to fight another day when you're up two, especially with a foul to give.
And I'm going to be honest, this might be a hot take, Zach. If you get it, if the Titans get it to the right player, I might want, if they do have 4 fouls, I might want to have Westside foul them just for the opportunity to miss a free throw and have their free throw shooters have to make it. But still, only up by 2. (55-53). This is about the game we expected. It'll be White to inbound it for the Titans. Trying to go back home with a win and go 1-1 in their Nebraska trip. Keister, 20 seconds left to go. Guarded by Kay. Don't need a 3, they can still get a 2. Keister, guarded, getting some screens. 9 seconds left, they get it inside. Back out, Keister for 3! No good. Rebound. The put up, no good. At the horn, it's no good.
Oh, we're going to get
foul.
2 fouls. She can knock down both and win. They're going to put just about maybe 3/10 of a second on the clock, I imagine. That's right. They may leave it at 0.
It'll be on Kimora Jenkins and 2 shots for an opportunity of overtime. She needs to make them both.
That's the right call. There was a foul.
Jones, not the greatest free throw shooter on this team, though.
I think they're going to talk about how much time to put on the clock. 0.3.
You're exactly right. They're gonna
it's game over if you don't make both free throws.
0.3 of a second. 2.
Coach Clark may call a timeout to try and ice the free throw shooter after the first one as well.
Now here comes the Westside fans. They need a miss. First one. Off the back iron, and it's good!
That is so climactic. 3 bounces on the back of the rim. The pressure is high.
And now will Coach Steve Clark call a timeout?
He's not gonna.
They're gonna let this one play on. Can Sanaya Jones send this to overtime? The shot. No good! It's no good! Westside wins! Gabby Duvall with the board! Unbelievable finish, and Westside holds on for their 10th win of the season. Unbelievable!
Sanaya Jones is going to feel really bad for herself, but I can put my feet in her shoes. I've done the exact same thing. You need to knock down 3 free throws to send it to overtime, and you make the first 2, you miss the third. I've been there right there with her. That's heartbreak. If you're Sanaya Jones, you got to feel for her. But what a finish by Westside. Struggled there at halftime, but they really did a great job of turning it around. Shout out to Lee Summit, though. They played their heart out in that second half to make a comeback, but unfortunately they'll head back to Missouri 0-2.
Lee Summit goes 0 for 2 in their journey to Nebraska, and we will take a quick break on the WTV Live Network. Coming up after this, player of the game, and we have a special one at that coming up next. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the post-game interview with our player of the game, Kimora Jenkins. Kimora, wow, what a game. Coming down to the final free throw, what's it like to get the win over out-of-state team from Missouri?
It was really good. We played hard. We kept going, so it was really good.
Guys, we're up by 15 at the beginning of the game, squandered it, but came back with a huge win, only allowing 54 points, one of your better defensive performances. How does it feel to get this big win?
It feels good. We worked together. We were working hard all week in practice, watching film a lot. So it just feels good that it paid off.
You guys have a couple of games coming up. Turn around tomorrow, play at Omaha Central, and then come back for a couple of games against Omaha South and Buena Vista coming up. What is it like you guys have to prepare for those games?
Same thing as this week. Just staying focused, locked in, and just being ready and prepared.
Thank you guys for tuning in on the WTV Live Network. Westside with a huge win, 55-54 over Lee Summit West. We will be back in a couple of days for Omaha versus Omaha. It'll be Westside versus Omaha Central on the WTV Live Network.